Welcome to Crayola's channels. I am Lynn Lilly from Craftbox Girls and Craftbox Kids, and I'm here with some fun Easter crafts for the whole family. Hippity hop, that's right. Today's crafts are all about bunny crafts, and they're going to be using things that you have at home. So we're going to be doing two easy crafts today. First, we're going to be making a paper plate bunny, and then we're going to be making bunny treat cups. These are fun if you plan to have an Easter party or a gathering on Easter with family and friends. All right, let's start with the easiest, which is our paper plate bunny. So you're going to need some paper plates, and these are the inexpensive, I call them uncoated because they don't have that shine on them. You can get them at the dollar store. You get a bunch for $1 or $1.25. But you're going to need two of these, all right? So one is going to be our bunny face, and then we're going to make our bunny ears out of the second one. So for our bunny face, we're going to go ahead and put our plate face down. And then for this one, we are going to take a marker or a pencil will work. I'm going to grab a pencil, and what we're going to do is we're going to draw our ears. Now, you can make your ears as big or as small as you want. But we're going to make some pointy bunny ears. I like to use a pencil because I can erase the lines if I need to. We're going to make two ears, just like this. Now, even if you've got colored paper plates, you can use this as well. You can get creative. Maybe you've got a purple bunny or a red bunny. The craft can be fun. Just make what you have at home work. All right, so we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut out these ears. Now, our bunnies usually have a nice little soft pink color on the inside of their ears. We're going to make that with construction paper. So after you cut out your ears out of your paper plate, we're going to want to get some pink construction paper. Again, you can choose whatever color you want. We're going to use pink. All right, so we've got two bunny ears. They don't have to be the same, right? They can be different. And what you want to do to make this, go ahead and take a piece of pink construction paper. And I'm going to first trace one of my ears. That way I know how big to make the inside part of my ear. So now I can take my pencil and I can draw what would be the inside part of my ear. Now I've got two already cut out. So once you get them, you're going to put them just like that. We're going to take a glue stick. You can use your glue stick or your liquid glue. Either will work. And if you don't have paper down on your table, make sure you use a piece of scrap construction paper, put it underneath. My table's covered in paper, so it's okay if I get glue on it, but I don't want you to get glue on your parents' tables. So we're going to glue the inside parts of our ears right there. And then we're going to put some more glue on the back of this one. Whoop. And then if you have pencil marks, you can see I've got some pencil marks there. And we can take our pencil and we can just erase these little marks right there. That's a nice part about using pencil. And I say this all the time, if you have not used Crayola pencils, their pencils are the best, and I think have the best eraser of all time. These are great for school. Okay. So we've got two bunny ears, and you may have guessed, they're going to end up going on the top of our paper plate like that. But let's work on our bunny face first. All right, so bunnies, they have a nose, right? So we're going to use this same piece of pink construction paper, and we're going to cut out an upside down triangle. And that will be our bunny's nose, okay? And I'm going to leave it a little flat at the bottom there, so it's okay if it doesn't have a point because I'm going to round it. And we're going to cut that out, and you can choose based on how big your paper plate is, how big you make your nose. But I'm going to just round off the edges. You can keep it as a regular triangle if you'd like. But we just round our edges right there. All right, we got a bunny nose. Okay, and so our nose is going to go right there in the center. We can use our glue stick. Put your glue on the back of your nose. Okay, and remember, our paper plate, normally you would eat out of your paper plate like this, but we're flipping that part upside down. So what we want to do, put your hand under there so you can apply some pressure and glue your, say like that, just so we can get it nice and stuck. Glue your nose right there. Okay, Now, you can either draw your eyes or you can use googly eyes. I've got some googly eyes, but if you don't have googly eyes, just grab a marker or a crayon and you can draw. That's a nice part if you use the uncoated paper plates, you can draw on them versus if they have that shiny finish on them, it's really hard to draw on them with a marker or a crayon. I'm gonna put a little bit of my liquid glue on the back of my googly eyes right there. Okay. And then I am gonna take my marker. So I have one of the Crayola Take Note permanent markers here because we're gonna need this for the next project. So I'm gonna use this one, but you can also grab one of your washable markers as well. Either one, but parents, the permanent markers are great for like poster board projects and things like that for school, just in case you're looking for them. I love these. Or parents, if you want a good permanent marker, these are my favorite of all time. All right, so I'm gonna just draw the rest of my bunny's mouth. Like that, okay, boop, just like that. And then we need whiskers. So you can take some black construction paper, and for your whiskers, here we're gonna scoop this up just a sec. For your whiskers, just cut a tiny little strip right here at the end, and you can make your whiskers out of that, okay? You could always draw your whiskers on if you want, but if you want to do a little extra 3D touch, use that. And I've got some already kind of cut. You can decide how long you want them to be. So I'm going to grab all my little whiskers, and I like to do 6 whiskers, so 3 on each side. And you can either use your glue stick or your liquid glue for this. Either will work, but you'll want to put a good amount of glue on there, okay? So stick it on the end right there. And did you know that the top of your glue stick is also a holder? You can stick it right down in there, okay? And we're gonna glue 3 on each side. Now you can turn this bunny into a couple different things. You could put a little yarn hanger on it, and you could hang it on your bedroom door. You could hang it on any door. You could put it on a doorknob. So you can do tons of different things with it. Also, if you want to make your bunny have a body, you can also take your paper plate, I'll show you, and you can make the rest of your bunny body with your paper plates. All right, so let me get my whiskers on real quick. My last one, looks like I've got, when your fingers get sticky, you can't tell which side the glue is on. So you may have to wipe your fingers in between. All right, so we've got 6 total whiskers. If your younger kids are making this, I always like to turn everything for my daughter Lily into a counting exercise. So I like to, since she's working on counting and also working on her math skills, this is easy. When you add 3 plus 3, what do you get? 6 whiskers. So you can always turn it into a little bit of an activity. All right, we're gonna glue on our ears. I'm gonna use my liquid glue for this. Since this is made out of our paper plate, we need a little bit stronger of a grip. So I'm gonna press that together right there, and it's gonna take a minute to hold. So we'll leave it there to dry. Put this one on there. And then, all right, so if you wanna go a step further, put those right there. If you wanna go a step further with it, you can add a bow tie. So if you want your bunny to have a bow tie, I used, this is also one of my favorite Crayola products, the Bright Pop cardstock pack, because this has the coolest colors in it. I absolutely love it. This is a must-have in our house for crafting for me and crafting for my kids. So if you want to cut out a bow tie, you can always add a bow tie, or if you want to make it a bow, you can do that too. We can put that right there. And then if you want to go ahead and make the rest of your bunny's body, what you can do is take another paper plate, make it like this, and then all you gotta do is take some construction paper and you can cut out some bunny feet, some bunny arms. You could use another paper plate for that. So you can take it a step further if you want, especially if you've got older kids who are making the craft. That can be another way for them to get a little extra creative. So I've got one that is dry over here. Check it out. Isn't that cute? Such an easy craft, especially with toddlers. I love this one for my daughter. I've made this craft with her before. It's easy, it's obtainable. She's excited about how it comes out. All right, that was project number 1, our paper plate bunny. Okay, and now we're gonna make one more. All right, so we're gonna move this guy. This one still needs to dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this one, we're gonna put it right under here to dry. And now we're gonna make bunny treat cups. Okay, so these are fun. Parents, you can make these if you're having an Easter party. We had a cute little Easter egg hunt party with our kids, and we did a lot of fun little DIY touch points that I made for the kids. So this is something you could do for that, or the whole family can just get together, make these maybe the night before Easter, and then maybe when the Easter Bunny comes, the Easter Bunny may fill it up with a fun treat. All right, so for this project, you're gonna need a cup. This can be a paper cup, it can be a styrofoam cup. Again, use a paper cup, maybe that's not coated, or I like styrofoam because these are really inexpensive at the grocery store, and they work great. You can use a color as well. Whatever you got at home, you can make it work for this project. All right, so step one, we've got our cup, and that is going to be our bunny. Now, just like we did with our paper plate bunny, we need to cut out ears. You can use construction paper, or you can use cardstock. So I like the Crayola Project Vivid cardstock for a couple reasons. So you get the fun colors, but then you can also use the back if you need white cardstock. So it's kind of dual function, which I like. All right, so what I did was I did cut out of that cardstock, I cut out some ears, and we're gonna use the white side. And then I did the same exact thing that we did with our big bunny. If you missed the beginning part, you can always rewind back and see how we cut them out for our paper plate bunny. But we're gonna glue our ears right on the inside here, okay? And it's okay if you overlap at the bottom, doesn't matter because we're gonna glue that on the inside of the cup. All right, so we've got our bunny ears, okay? And then we also need some whiskers. So I did the same exact thing that we did for our paper plate bunny. I cut out construction paper whiskers. So if you're gonna make both of these, make this one first because you learn a lot of the steps that you can then put into making our treat cups. And you want a pom-pom. So any pom-pom will work because that's gonna be our soft little bunny tail. And if you've got googly eyes, you can use googly eyes, or you can draw your eyes as well. So let's go ahead and start building our bunny face. So I'm going to put my eyes on first using my washable liquid glue, and we'll just put those right there. Again, if you're going to use a marker, here's where that permanent marker is going to work a little bit better than your washable markers. So that's why I have my Crayola Take Note permanent marker, especially if you're using a styrofoam cup. Writing on it is a lot easier with the permanent markers. And the liquid glue also works a little bit better with the styrofoam than your glue stick does. All right, so we're gonna glue our nose on there. Then I'm gonna take my permanent marker and we're gonna draw the same type of face that we did. We're gonna finish the mouth off just like we did with our paper plate Easter bunny, okay? And then we've got our ears to put on and we've got our whiskers. So I'm gonna do my whiskers first. And I chose to do black, but you know what? Your bunny's whiskers can be any color you want. Maybe you want to make them rainbow. Totally do that. Maybe you want to make them pink, blue, purple. It's up to you. It's the fun part about crafting. You can get creative and add your own little spin. I love to see your projects. So if you do make these, and parents, if you do share them on social media, I would love for you to tag me at CraftboxKids and use the hashtag Crayola Crafts. We love to see when you guys make these projects, and I love to see the personal touches that your kiddos put on them. It always makes me so happy to see their creativity shine. All right, so we're gonna put on these last two whiskers, just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? So we're turning it into a counting exercise. And then maybe you add more. So maybe this bunny has 8 whiskers, 4 and 4, okay? All right, so you can kind of position them as you want them until they dry. And now we're gonna go ahead and put our ears on. So we're gonna take some glue, put it right on the ends there, and I'm gonna put glue on both so I can hold them on for a sec. And this might take some help from parents if you need to help your kiddos hold them in place while they dry. But just hold it there for a second till it gets tacky, okay? And then our last step, okay, so you can see it right there. Our last step is going to be to glue our pom-pom on. So I'm gonna put some glue on the end of my pom-pom, or on the bottom of it, I should say, and I'm gonna glue it right to the back of my cup, okay? So then when we look at our cup like that, we see our little bunny tail shine right through those 2 little ears. Isn't that cute? Now, what you can do, let's see if we're gonna stick. How cute, right? Now maybe leave these out and see if the Easter Bunny will fill it up. Maybe if you leave some good treats for the Easter Bunny, the bunny will leave some treats back for you. And you can fill it up. So maybe the bunny's gonna put some yummy jelly beans. I love these jelly beans, they're so good. Okay, you could, and parents, if you're gonna do this for a party, here's some ideas for filling it. So if you're not gonna leave it for the Easter Bunny, you're gonna take some paper crinkle. You could put eggs in it, right? So you could fill it with cute little treat eggs. You could fill it with jelly beans, right? So there's a lot of different options and things that you can do to add to it. You can see the one I have over here. I'll check this one out. That one's got jelly beans in it. So lots of different things that you can do to turn these little treat cups into something fun for everyone. All right, friends, 2 bunny crafts. So now it's time for you to hippity hop. I know, I'm so silly. Hippity hop and make these crafts yourself. Remember, you can get all the Crayola supplies that I used today. You can pick them up at your craft store. Get resourceful with what you have at home. And if you do make them, please make sure that you tag at CraftBox Kids and at Crayola, and then use the hashtag Crayola Crafts because we want to see what you guys are making. I would love to see your creativity. And don't worry, I'll be back soon with some more fun crafts for the whole family. Bye, friends. Happy Easter.